In this video, we're going to talk about flamingos. You know them, you love them for that iconic pink color and the way they stand on one leg. But what if I told you they're actually born gray? Or that both parents produce a type of milk? Yeah, it gets pretty weird. Let's dive into the absolutely fascinating life of the flamingo. First up, let's just get the basics down. Some quick flamingo fast facts to get us started. So, what exactly is a flamingo? Well, they are the classic wading bird. I mean, just look at them. They are perfectly built for life in and around shallow water. With those super long legs and that famous S-shaped neck, they officially belong to the class Aves, which makes them 100% bird. And you know what? They stick around for a long time. It's kind of hard to say exactly how long they live out in the wild, but in protected places like zoos, they can live for well over 47 years. That's incredible for a bird. When it comes to family, they take things pretty slow. A flamingo pair is monogamous for the breeding season, and together, they raise just one single chick each year. That's it, just one. So every single one is incredibly precious. Okay, so now that we've got a handle on what they are, let's find out where they live and just how many of them there are around the world. Turns out, there are 6 distinct species of flamingo, and their population sizes are really all over the map. On one hand, you've got the lesser flamingo, with a population in the millions. But on the other end of the spectrum, the Andean flamingo is the rarest of them all, with only around 38,000 left. You can find these birds scattered across tropical and subtropical areas. They're on nearly every continent: Africa, Asia, Europe, South, and North America. The only places you won't spot them are Australia and, well, Antarctica. Okay, let's get to the thing everyone wants to know about. That incredible pink color. For flamingos, it is literally a case of you are what you eat. Everyone knows flamingos are pink, right? But were they born that way? And the answer is probably not what you think. And here's the proof. Nope. Baby flamingos, the little chicks, hatch with plain old fluffy gray or white feathers. That iconic, brilliant pink color doesn't show up until they're a couple of years old. So, the secret is all in their food. Their diet is packed with algae and tiny crustaceans that are rich in natural pigments called carotenoids. You know, the very same stuff that makes carrots orange. And how they get that food is just as unique. Flamingos are filter feeders, so to eat, they have to turn their heads completely upside down, using their special bill, like a sieve, to trap all those tiny meals from the water. All that eating happens in a big crowd. Flamingos are hardly ever alone. They're one of the most social birds on the planet, which leads us right into their pretty complex social lives. Get this, a group of flamingos isn't just called a flock, it's called a flamboyance, and honestly that might just be the most perfect name for a group of animals in the entire animal kingdom. But when you have these huge, noisy groups that can number in the thousands, who's in charge? Is there, like, a flamingo king or queen? Well, turns out, there isn't one. Flamingo society isn't a top-down hierarchy. It's more like a really complex social web. They form their own little cliques and long-lasting friendships, choosing to hang out with birds they get along with, and even avoiding others they don't like. And these strong friendships are actually key to their survival. Their number one defense against predators like eagles and jackals is simply being in a massive crowd. You know, safety in numbers. On top of that, they often live in these super harsh, salty lakes where most other animals just can't survive. And you never see this social side more than during their mating rituals. It's this incredible group performance where hundreds of birds dance together in sync. They've got moves like head flagging and wing salutes, all designed to find a partner for the season. Okay, to wrap things up, let's do a quick rapid-fire round of 5 amazing facts that make flamingos so weird and wonderful. Alright, let's get right into it with our first incredible fact. That joint you see bending in the middle of their long leg, the one that looks like a backward knee, that's not their knee at all. It's actually their ankle. Their real knee is way up high on their leg, hidden by all their feathers. Moving on to our second surprising detail about flamingo life. Flamingo parents share all the feeding duties, and get this, both the mom and the dad can produce a special crop milk in their digestive tracts to feed their baby. And for our third fact, let's talk about how they get around. They might look a little awkward on the ground, but in the air, they are incredibly strong flyers. They can hit speeds of 35 miles per hour and can travel hundreds of miles in a single night. Fact number 4 is all about that classic pose. You've definitely seen them do it. Standing on one leg might actually be less tiring for a flamingo than standing on two, and yeah, they can fall completely asleep in that iconic pose. And finally, let's end with a strange one from the history books. In ancient Rome, flamingo tongues were considered a delicacy for the super rich. It's a crazy thought, right? Thankfully, today, these extraordinary birds are protected. Alright, that is it for this video, everyone. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next video.